everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Trails into Reverie. In the last episode, we finished up Rufus's route, in which we learned a lot more of who Lapis actually is. And to our surprise, Lapis is Elysium, and was once an AI program that reached out to a certain man, Ian, I believe his name was. You have to forgive me, this recording was done like about 2-3 weeks ago, and a lot has happened since. She reached out to somebody, and they talked, and she learned a lot more about what humanity had to offer.
I can't believe you were holed up in mines again. History repeats itself, huh?
Don't I know it? Hate having to keep imposing on these folks, but what can you do? I don't got time to bitch and moan. Not when we got a job to do.
Yeah, and we'll see it through.
Anyway, we discovered that she was actually Elysium, and that she was basically learning and developing through the spirit veins. Now, something happened, and she needed to find a new body, aka the body she's in now is Lapis. But we finished with her route, and now we're in Llyods' route. And Lloyd found out that he has friends. But we found out that Lloyd had a couple of friends waiting for him in Mainz, and that they were having troubles establishing a connection with them because of the Ebon Defense Force. Well, we've gone through the tunnels, and we have finally made contact with Randy. Now we're trying to fix up this side of it all, and basically learn what our next step should be. Remember, if you like the videos, to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like what I'm doing and if I'm going in the right direction. Every little bit helps, and I truly do appreciate it. So, thank you. Enough of that. Let's go check it out. Where do they want me to go? Oh, the village chief's house. Okay. Ah, I see everyone's in here. Oh, that's right. We met with Toa, too. Again, like I said, you'll have to forgive me. It's been quite a few weeks since my last recording of Trails into Reverie. It won't seem like it because I've got a backlog of videos that I need to edit. So by the time you get this, it will have, the last video should have already have come out. You guys busy going over the details of the mission? Yep. I figured I'll cram right up until it's go time. Not to mention, the cooperation of the Guardian Force and Town Guard will be key factors in the success of this mission. Right. The more we go over the details, the better. Considering we'll be collaborating with others and commanding our own forces, this plan is seriously looking airtight. Heh, we can thank Toa for that. Seriously, we owe ya. We're the ones who dragged you into this mess, yet you've been a tremendous help every step of the way. Aw, come on, Randy. It feels like just yesterday we were still co-workers. And I'm sure Reen and you and I are working to make things right in the Empire as we speak. Now that I know Alyssa and Tita are safe, I want to do everything in my power to tie up loose ends. I gotcha. Thanks, for real. Yours branch campus, right? I never did end up going. You were in charge of the combat tactics class, right? Yeah. Though the classes were mixed, so it's not like there was a huge distinction between students. For as much as Class 7 hogged the limelight, there was no shortage of other unique kids at Thor's. Let me put it this way. Whether in class or in the field, I was never bored. You were an awesome instructor, Randy. You looked out not only the students. You looked out for not only the students, but Rin and I too. I know you were supporting everyone at the branch campus from behind the curtains. Come on, Toa. You're making me blush here. That's Toa for ya. That definitely checks out. I heard he was much the same in the Guardian Force. You know, the older brother type you could always depend on. Oh yeah, that's Randy to the letter in the SSS too. Once a Randy, always a Randy, I guess. Yeah, you do realize I'm standing right here, don't you? You're embarrassing me here. But man, this brings back some warm, fuzzy memories. Not that it's been ever so long. Not that it's been even so long. Yeah, it looked like he quite did enjoy his time as an instructor. I mean, all the issues with Erebonia and Crossbell aside, it always did look like he was enjoying his time. Especially when it came to Yuna. I know it's a little late to be saying this, but I really do wish I could have seen the kids graduate. Randy. It's not too late, so as long as we put an end to all of this. I'll be sure to invite you to the graduation, so as long as you keep being the Rand we all know and love. Promise? Yeah, it's a promise. Aw. Yeah, it was a shock when I saw Randy as an instructor. I mean, like I said before numerous times, I never played Llyods in his side. So when I learned he was from Crossbell, and then you had Yuna, who was also from Crossbell, and all the hatred she had for Reen and what Erebonia did, it didn't make quite so much sense to me because I didn't know their side of the story. But one scene in particular stands out, and it was when Reen and them had gone back to Crossbell, and I think they were in the Arcus Tower, and we had beaten the boss at the very top, and I remember her getting upset because, once again, Crossbell had been dragged into the affairs of Erebonia, and she was so upset by it all. She cried out and asked, "Why do you always bring our people into your messes?" And that scene kind of sticks to me out in my mind because of the raw emotion she had when she said it. Like, she is proud to call herself a Crossbellian, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I remember just hearing the raw emotion in her voice of just trying to understand why, time and time again, Crossbell has been the source of conflict between nations. Makes me wonder if you were to play, like, the Crossbellian side of the games, makes me wonder if you'd see a younger Yuna. Or if she's just a character they introduced in, Cold Steel 3. Hey, Machias, what you up to,
Welcome
buddy?
back, Randy. And it's good to see you're doing well, Llyods.
Oh, hello. Hi, Lloyd. Hi, Colin. It's good to see you too, Mr. Hayworth. I'm glad to see your family was able to evacuate to safety. Also, Randy told me you've been a huge help around here, Inspector Ragnitz. Bleh. He was exaggerating, I assure you. All of us were able to make it here thanks to the Guardian Force's evacuation efforts. It pains me knowing that Miriel was gravely wounded protecting us. I can't help but feel partially responsible. I'm so sorry. Come on now. You don't have anything to feel sorry for. Miriel would be the first to tell you she doesn't regret what she did. Besides, we wouldn't be managing to get by here if it weren't for you and Macchiato helping organize our supplies. Don't beat yourself up about that, okay? Thank you. I'll try not to. I admire how strong you are, Randy. Most people wouldn't be able to stay so positive when someone they deeply care about is in critical condition. Well there, pump the brakes, Macchiato. I think you got me and Miriel all wrong. Are you sure about that? 'Cause that's not how it looks like. And I apologize if I'm somehow mispronouncing it. It looks like macchiato to me. Although I wouldn't be surprised if it has another pronunciation that I'm just completely ignoring. It's not like we're, you know. Again, Randy, that's not what it looks like to me. I mean, yeah, we're pretty close. We enlisted in the CGF around the same time, and she always looked out for me, even after the former commander had me discharged. Whether it was after I joined the SSS, after the cult incident, the last independence bid, or even when I left work in Erebonia, she never changed. Marielle supported me no matter what, and she counted on me like no one else ever had.
Murray, stay with us.
Randy, look after everyone for me. I know they're in good hands if they're with you.
I don't know why she put so much faith in someone who was kicked out of the CGF. Never got it. But the last thing I want to do is let her down. I'll do whatever I have to make good. To make good on it. Because someone else has to make the EDF answer for what they did. Oh, Randy. I once lost someone dear to me and found myself lost for a long time as a result. So I can't say I don't empathize with how you must be feeling, but allow me to offer a word of advice. Just as you care for others, others care about you the same way. Don't forget it. Speaking about your cousin. Yeah, Reen and them really helped open your eyes on that, didn't they? This is going to be a dangerous operation, and we're going to need to be very careful to come out of it on the other side. Value your life and take care of yourself. Also, don't forget you have allies, me included. I've got your back like I would one of my classmates. And I intend to do everything I can do to support you as well. Me too. I want to help people the same way that nice lady helped us. Not in the way that you get shot, I hope, kiddo. Thank you, Mr. Hayworth. You too, Colin. You guys, you're gonna make me as red as my hair. But yeah, I'm counting on you. Aww. That should wrap up our patrols. Yeah, just about time for us to begin the operation. We gotta pull this one off. Hey, Andy? Are you up for taking a small break before we begin the mission? Huh? Sure, I don't mind. Does the lookout platform in the back of town work for you? The view is pretty killer from that spot. Sounds good. Let's finish what we're doing and head over there. Oh, what kind of seriousness are we gonna get ourselves into this time? So it's not Muriel, it's Miel or something like that. I'm probably gonna keep on saying it the way I have, just because I know I'll screw it up otherwise. Choosing to commence the operation will cause the Mesa to advance. This will also be your last chance to prepare before it begins. I think we're good. I think I did all my preparations in the last video. With that, Lloyd and Randy met at the lookout point to spend some time together before the operation was set to begin. Oh,
It's almost time.
Sure is. If we can pull this off, we'll have the main body of the CGF back with us. We'll have a much better chance of liberating the city if we got them and the police at full power.
I take it that's going to be our next step after this set of chapters is done.
Yeah. That's exactly why the EDF is going to go all out in stopping us. This operation isn't going to be an easy one.
We'll pull it off. Whatever it takes.
Can we not have her sacrifice like what happened at the end of, Cold Steel 3, please?
Let's take your life on it.
Please not. Please no. I've already gone through that with Emilium. I'd much rather not go through it again.
We're partners, Randy. I know how you think. Pretty sure anyone could if they saw the way you were fighting against the EDF.
If only you'd paid that much attention to the girls.
Yeah, he's got a pretty bad, ream, don't he?
Yeah, probably right, though. I'm sure Noel, Toei, and Macchiato have noticed.
So I was saying it right. Macchiato.
The Supreme Leader and his goons have gone so far over the line, I can't even tell where it was anymore. We've watched them take our home, dominate the people we care about, treat everything we know like dirt. And I ain't an easy enough guy to shrug that off. I can't move on until I've taken this anger building up in me out on them. They're gonna live to regret what they've done to us.
I want you to tell me something. Is it really them? Are they why you're so angry?
Or is it because they went after your girl?
I've seen that look on you before. It was when you went after the Red Constellation alone for attacking mines 2 years ago. Your anger was like a quiet flame, blistering slowly till it sparked white hot to burn down everything in its path, even if it took you down with it. You were angry at yourself then, and I think you're angry at yourself now. Am I wrong?
Got me again, huh? I've had to watch people I care about be hurt right before my eyes. Too many damn times to count. When my friend died because I was an idiot. When the Red Constellation ran rampant right here, where we stand. When that cult made Mireille their puppet. When she got shot. Even when those assholes crushed our hope for independence through hurting you. Every time I've been in a position to make a difference. And every time I've screwed it up.
Oh, Randy.
I thought I'd changed after meeting you guys and finding a new home with the SSS. But nah, I'm still the same useless piece of shit I've always been. I can't stand it.
Oh, Randy.
Randy.
It doesn't have to be that way this time. It's not too late to make a difference.
You made a difference back then, too.
If we can rescue the commander and break through the enemy's perimeter, we can still save Mireille's life. And if we can get the CGF up and running full force, then we can still take our home back. So yeah, Lloyd. Whatever it takes. If all we need's my life or getting my hands dirty, well, I can work with that.
I'd rather not get your hands dirty again. Or put you in that position, I guess is the best way to put it.
Like hell you can.
Jesus!
I know how you feel. And I know me getting hurt shook you.
Didn't just shake him, it shook the whole of SSS. In fact, I think I'd be so bold to say it shook the entire country.
But think back to all the times we've pulled through when the odds were stacked against us. Did we have to dirty our hands to survive the Great Twilight, or save Crossbell from the cult? Did we rise high enough to topple Dieter Croy's ambitions by disregarding our own well-being or the feelings of our loved ones? Did we?
No, but...
No, the Great Twilight Rean kinda did have to get his hands dirty, sadly.
But nothing. Trust me. I'm as angry as you are. I hate those who've taken so much from us. I'm furious at myself for not stopping them soon enough. But this isn't it. What you're thinking now isn't how we solve this. Nor we'll figure out a solution. As a team. And then we'll make it happen the right way.
Lloyd's right.
Listening
Everyone in
in on
Crossbow
again,
adores and
guys?
sees you for who you are. You're a big part of why they were able to smile and come together for the signing ceremony. I'm no exception to that. You've instilled me with so much courage over the years. Not just the past couple either. From way before that, too.
The example you've set is what inspires me to pour my heart into my work as an inspector. It's not just because I want to repay you. It's also because I sincerely respect your sense of justice. I'll bet anything Reen would echo my sentiments.
He absolutely would. Randy, you showed the branch campus what it means to be a part of the SSS. And I promise you, not one person there was unmoved by the virtues you shared. Reen and Yuna aren't here to agree with us. But if I have to say it 3 times to get that through to you, then that's what I'll do. I'm here for you, whatever you need me for. I can only hope it's worth half of what you've already given me.
Damn, guys. I don't know what to say.
We love you, Randy. So you need to be with us to show the Supreme Leader the SSS way. We'll make him see that the people of Crossbell have never been ones to give up without a fight. The gloves are coming off for this operation. And by the end of it, we will have liberated our home.
Going balls to the wall, huh? I like the sound of that.
That sounds like a familiar way of thinking.
Sorry for getting down on myself there.
Tell why your hair's clipping through you.
Guess I, lost sight of the big picture again. Get it together, Randy. How are you supposed to be the cool big brother of the gang if they're the ones doing all the pep talks?
No one who's actually cool calls themselves that.
Don't sweat it, Randy. I mean, what else are partners for? If not for dragging each other back on the right path when they get lost.
Well, thanks for letting me lean on you, partner. And the same goes for you guys. We'll kick this off by rescuing our friends at the Moon Temple. And we'll do it without betraying what we stand for. Wouldn't want to get an earful from Marae as soon as she wakes up.
Yeah, she would too.
I'm so glad he's back in high spirits.
Same here. Now we're really ready to get started.
You know it! Let's make this operation a roaring success!
Yeah.
Hey! You okay there?
Huh? What the fuck?
Is he all right?
Oh no. No, he's...
Yeah. He's from the CGF forces stuck in the Moon Temple.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
EDF mounted a full-blown assault on us.
Uh-oh.
They were led by a woman in this mask. And she kept summoning monsters.
That's gotta be her.
Oh. Her.
Where did those things come from?
Commander, we can't hold out much longer. Retreat inside the temple. Don't stop firing.
Naughty, naughty. It's far too early from the curtain call for you to give up now. Why, we still haven't even reached the final act. This is going to be a performance for the ages. One of smoke, blood, and steel.
That mask looks all too
Please.
familiar.
You've got to help them.
Stay with us.
He's unconscious. We need to get him to Dr. Salen.
We can handle that. You don't have a moment to waste. Hurry to the temple. Go.
Looks like
We'll
they
take
struck
good care of
while
the first lieutenant, too.
Looks like they struck while the iron was hot.
Don't even stress about the town. If they come here, they're gonna feel the venom of a viper.
Thanks. We'll leave this to you then.
Counting on you. Wasn't exactly in the plans to start this soon, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Hope the rest of you are ready.
We'll need to coordinate getting through the tunnel as fast as possible. Remember, the fate of Crossbell hinges on this. So let's show them what we can do! Right.
Over there! I had a feeling they would come.
Oh, Adios! Why am I on the front lines?
I need support, Vice Commissioner. Now let's handle the logistics.
He's the vice commissioner? Oh,
Ready for a fight, Raymond?
Yes, Chief.
I'm surprised the soul bat units are just standing there.
Did you think you'd sail past us just because you brought some cops to back you up?
Hold on. Where's Bannings? No visual on the Red Reaper either.
Try looking up here, pal.
Randy, you shouldn't have said nothing.
We're going on ahead.
Take care of yourself, Bran.
You too, Noe.
Good luck, Lloyd. We're counting on you.
Hurry! We'll hold the line here.
You're not going any...
You were saying?
Try to attract their attention and pick them off one at a time.
Let's show them what the Guardian Force can do!
Insolent scum.
Allow us to put you in your place.
I'm honestly surprised that the sold out units just standing there just taking it, not actually striking them down with a sword. This is where the hard part begins. Right, let's make our way to the Moon Temple. Keep your eyes peeled. I can hear patrol archaisms further inside. Understood. I do wonder if they were tipped off somehow. Yeah, I suspect as much. The two that I had are already set, but the people who just joined are not. So I'm gonna have to take a minute to actually boost them up, because I'd much rather not go into battle with just them barely hanging on.
New information available for all visitors.
Oh?
Confirming completion of a new stratum. Permissions now granted to enter the Reverie Corridor's third stratum.
Huh. We finally have another stratum to explore. It's clear this Reverie Corridor was made with a specific purpose in mind, unlike the one that appeared under the old schoolhouse. I can't help but wonder whether my guess to what the Black Mirrors could be is right. There's just too much still unanswered. We may as well make the best of the situation we're in for now. One thing's for sure, we're going to need the experience we gain here in the near future. And I'll tell you right now, I'm still not used to seeing one eye of Reen completely gold. Wait, what? I now explore with Reen? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm glad to be exploring as Reen. It feels familiar. But at the same time, why am I no longer controlling the other guys?
Central core activated.
And we're back! So, I didn't do much. I just upgraded their weapons. I mean, I just decided, you know what, I'd rather focus on their ordnance later. So I just said, as of right now, all they really need is their main equipment and gear to be just basically up to date. Especially when I have Lloyd here just doing stuff like this.
Going for it.
Although some of them are already doing some pretty good damage resistance. Do I need to know? Okay, they're all good. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to get the battle scope on them, but looks like I don't have to worry about that, thankfully.
Good job, team. Let's keep going.
Toa is so adorable in her uniform.
Their defenses sure are rock solid.
It's more like we've pushed our way right to their core line. And we'll keep pushing through till we're on the other side.
Yeah, this one's for Murray. You hang in there too, Deputy Commander.
I'm gonna skip you guys, because I don't think I need to worry about hitting you. That sounds like Soldats. They're coming from straight ahead. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's more of that new model. They must have reinforcements from the city. Surrender! You have no way of making it to the temple. More reinforcements are on the way. Resistance is futile. We'll see about that. It's gonna take more than a couple of soldats to stop us. We're in close quarters, but that won't be an issue.
They're not even phased!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There's only 5 of them. Don't be intimidated.
You might want to do a recount, buddy.
Hey! It's the Burl group! Wondering where you guys had gone. And this is about the point. This is about the point that the liberal people, or the people who love the liberal side of the games, are squealing with absolute glee.
What are bracers doing here?
Estelle! Joshua! How did you know we were here?
Sorry we're late.
There were a few things we had to take care of first, and we didn't come alone.
You brought police cruisers? Goodness gracious.
Chief, Dudley, just how many reinforcements did you bring?
Machias, at this point you really shouldn't be surprised.
Yo, hope we didn't keep you waiting. Commence the assault. Open a path for our allies.
Yes, sir!
Now this feels like a war zone.
Don't sweat running out of bullets. There's plenty more where that came from.
Dudley really has friends in high places.
Ashley's practically a one-woman army. She's all the backup he needed to bring.
Now's our chance, Lloyd.
Aim for the joints and it'll be down in no time.
Understood. Let's do this!
Now I'll say this much. I knew about Lloyd, and that's in no small part to the fact he made a small cameo, I think at the end of Cold Steel 2. I think he did. Yeah, he did. So I knew about the Crossbellions, and I kind of got more information about who they were as a group going through Cold Steel 3 and 4. Now, where my knowledge of them is limited, I know practically next to nothing when it comes to the Liberal group. So I do apologize ahead of time for those of you who are the Liberal fan base. I'm so sorry. I don't know who any of these guys are. I don't know their accomplishments. I don't know what they've gone through. So sorry if I may say something that's like, oh, they did this? Because I truly don't know anything. I have more of an idea of who the Crossbellions are than I do the Liberal group. And if I'm not mistaken, either there is one out or there will be one out of, there's been a remake, I thought, of the Liberal side of the games. I could be mistaken. But I don't know much about that. I honestly haven't been paying attention to any game news. And that's probably the one thing you'll very quickly notice when it comes to me. I don't pay attention to the game news. And the reason for that is because I'm impulsive. And when I say I'm impulsive, I mean I get way too excited when they announce a game that I have been really looking forward to. Like one game, for example, had to have been, I want to say, yeah, it was Jak 4. Jak 4 was one of them. Sly Cooper 3 was another. Games that I had played the previous games of and loved and was so excited to play the next part of the series. Sly Cooper 4 is definitely one of them. And I, against my better judgment, I went out of my way to buy the game,
Thanks.
buy the console. So, in other words, I spent an awful lot of money that I probably shouldn't have spent.
Go for it.
And that's just the impulsive side. The other side of it is that I get way too excited and way too impatient. Like, I'll look up any little bit of detail that they come out about the game. Like, oh, what new features do we have in store? Or, wow, is somebody gonna get killed in this one? Like, what are we looking for the characters and stuff like that? And I try to avoid that because I want to be surprised when I open the game and I play. I don't want to know anything when I hop in. And I very quickly found out that I would get spoiled way too easily because they didn't really make trailers, and they still have that problem. They don't make trailers too well. They'll basically spoil the biggest plot twist in their game when they first show you the trailers.
Shining gold star for us.
Another win to add to the list.
So that kind of, you know, spooked me away from wanting or looking up game news. One of which, as of right now, is the surprise news about Okami 2. I am looking forward to that.
Nice!
But
I did it! You ain't seen nothing yet.
I am trying to avoid anything I can on that because, again, I know what I will do, despite the fact that I know for a fact I cannot afford it. So the less I know, the less impulsive I'll be.
There we go.
So that explains why when people are like, you don't know about this game? Or it will be out and I'll be like, oh, it came out? And it will have been out for like half a year. And they're like, are you kidding me? No. I've always been like that. Is that a flipping grenade launcher you've got?
Damn them! This isn't over yet!
On the topic of, it's one big reason why I'm trying to stay away
More
from
reinforcements.
spoilers concerning the future of the Legend of Heroes franchise, because I know the ending of the series is coming, and I know it's going to entail an awful lot of big spoilers.
We'll hold the line so you can...
No, let us worry about that. You need to get your asses over to the temple. I'm leaving Sonya in your hands.
Chief!
Listen to you try to be the hero.
Understood. Stay safe, Chief.
Good luck, Dudley.
Same to you, Regnitz.
Joshua and I will go with them.
And the rest of you provide support at the north exit?
No problem. We're on it.
You'll go all out.
So, question. Is Joshua and
I'll use the
her
medical
a
supplies I brought to tend to the
thing?
injured.
I think you could head to mines then? The people there could use your help.
Then I'll gladly go.
Let's go, everyone!
Like, I know they share the last name of Bright, but are they like a married couple, or are they like brother and sister? Part of me wonders if I should even look that information up, because I would love to try playing the older games, but at the same time, with so many other games on my roster, I may never quite have time to do it. Phew, took long enough to get us through the tunnel. Imagine how long it would have taken if we had to do it without help. I just hope everyone else stays safe. And that those medical supplies get to First Lieutenant Murray, I think is how they said it. Murray? I get the feeling, but they'll be okay. Let them worry about themselves. Our job's to focus on saving everyone at the temple. They're doing fine, for the record. We got word through the guild's intel where they're all hiding. Soldat shouldn't be able to use this path to track them down either. Maybe not soldats, but it won't be a problem for the average soldier. And chances are we'll find a few have already gone up ahead. So keep an eye out, guys. So now I got even more characters. And if you could tell by my Mira, I've kind of gone on a shopping spree with my other ones. I don't know enough about Estelle or Joshua to what they are actually good at, so I'm just gonna leave them be. I've told this story, I'm sure, but the scope of my knowledge is mostly based by Cold Steel 3. That's where I've learned about these other characters. But if memory serves, they really had more on who the Crossbellions were versus the Liberal group. Like, I think it's because they said that Reen and Lloyd shared more of a connection in terms of personality and how they perceive their
We
nation.
got stuff to do.
And that's why they kind of focused on those two kind of like meshing in together. But they really don't like give you much information about Estelle and her group. I mean, yeah, you see them in Cold Steel 4, but they're not like focused on as much as Lloyd and his group are. Which, I mean, I kind of get, especially since they've said, or they've implied rather, that there's kind of a connection between Lloyd and Reen in terms of how they really see the bigger picture. Holy mother of criminy. I've got so many people now. The roster they've made for this game is astonishingly huge. Like, holy mother. Imagine going to the Stratum and what is the roster count even at now? It's like, it feels like I've got at least maybe 100 characters. I kid you not, that's what it feels like. Like, they just kept adding and adding and adding, and holy crap, that's huge. They just kept adding more and more monsters and they're, not monsters, characters. Don't get me wrong, I like that they have
Who would put that
such
chest there?
a robust list of characters you can use, but at the same time, it really feels overwhelming. I mean, I get that we got like our own select characters for like each separate route, but when you go to the Stratum, holy goddamn criminy. You really do have to like look at a guide.
I hope Dudley's side is doing all right.
I'm sure they're swell. They've got Lynn, Scott, like a full-on bracer gang.
Yeah, they'll be totally fine. So let's focus on the Moon Temple just ahead.
I suspect that you need to really do an in-depth guide of, oh, well, this is who's best for the Stratum and this is why. And you've got such a huge list to go by. Again, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the absolute mad powerhouse they give you to choose from. I love the option of being able to choose who I want to play as, make my own little parties with whoever I so choose, but at the same time, it's like, that's an awful lot of characters. And not all of them are particularly useful. Now, I'm not saying who I think and who is not a noteworthy character to have or to play as, but I got a funny feeling there are going to be at least a couple of characters that are, in a word, useless. Like, there's no point to them really being around. Oh, that actually reminds me, my phone has picked up my, I guess from my browsing history, what I'd like to look at and whatnot. And I don't remember. Actually, I didn't read the story, I just read the title. But I thought I heard them say something that, unless I'm confusing this with a different series, which wouldn't surprise me, that they're planning to go back to the roots of their game series to introduce new fans to the other set of the characters. Now, I don't remember if that's this series of games or if it's the Tales of series, because I know there's an uprise of those games too lately, especially with Tales of Grace's less than a month away. The Moon Temple. I know this must have a bigger meaning, but, we're here. Never stops being creepy as hell. Tell me about it. Of all the ruins built here in the Middle Ages, this one tops the list. But considering there was a battle here just recently... Oh! Speaking of battles... Whoa! More ghosts? They're just like the ones that appeared at Stargazer's Tower. The spirit veins must be active. Ready, Estelle? Ready as I'll ever be. You guys look like the spirits I fought in the, LeGrand Castle on the outskirts of, Laura's home. And I see that you have the ability to inflict status inflictions, which tells me you're basically almost the same. That is the only boss to this day, aside from the secret final boss, that I've ever had issues with in the Trails game. I hated that monster. That Reaper was a bitch to beat. That takes care of them. I remember when ghosts would turn you into a puddle of jelly. They really don't bother you at all anymore, huh? Please. I've been over them for ages. It'll take more than a few ghosts to spook me now. Mademoiselle Ellie could learn a thing from you. Come on. A lot of people are scared of ghosts, Randy. Especially in places like this. It's even making my skin crawl. There's definitely something abnormal going on. And that has something to do with the spirit veins here being stimulated. I'm thinking it's similar to that eerie aura we felt at the signing ceremony. Oh no. Then that's all the more reason we have not waste another second. Let's hurry. You mean, why we shouldn't waste another second? Why'd you word it that way? There are moments when I honestly feel like I am slaughtering reading the dialogue, and then there are moments like that where I don't think the person who wrote it actually read it. Yeah, just keep in mind the soldiers crawling the inside. We'll have to disable them as we find them. I take it that when we come in here, whatever we find is also going to help us with the communication problems across Crossbell.
The inside of the temple lives up to what I've been told about how creepy it is.
Looks like all its contraptions have been reactivated too.
Could be the EDF's doing. We'll have to watch out for new traps along with the old.
Oh, then I'm doubly fucked because I wasn't here in the old one. So this looks like it's gonna be a runaround. Awfully big place.
Whew. Glad that's behind us.
Way to go, Lloyd! I'm amazed at how in sync the SSS embracers are.
Just comes naturally to us after working together so often.
Yeah, I guess the SSS and Bracers had a reputation with working with each other, huh? I don't know why I feel the need to break every single one of those jars as I'm running by. Even when I know there's really no point when I'm already full up. I think it's an impulsive thing when I need to kill and hit everything. Are you guarding this or are you just standing
I found a
there?
chest. Let's open it.
Okay, I guess he's just gonna let me have it. Thanks. So there was nothing on this other side? I just want to be as thorough as possible. For some reason, I thought there'd be like another stairway or something up on this end. I do wonder if that dancer or that possessed dancer. I don't quite remember because it's been so long since I seen that scene. I wonder if that's the lead dancer of the Arkansas people. And if so, I wonder what the hell happened. And I also wonder a lot about that mask of hers. It looks an awful lot like the ones that the gnomes use to control Crow and others. So the fact that they have that technology has me a little bit worried. I know I keep bringing them up, but I just don't think the gnomes are gone. I think they're still around.
Get a load of that pool.
Wasn't expecting anything half as spiffy up here.
My guess is it used to be one of those extravagant outdoor corridors. It sure is nice to see a little sun again.
Oh.
That door on the other end must be where we need to go. Just be on the lookout for monsters.
Oh. Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Got him. Don't let up.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my god, I hate this! Oh my god, it's my nightmares made true. I normally don't do this, because it's, in my opinion, it's a waste. But whatever kills you guys the fastest, I will do.
Let's go.
Still alive! What the fuck? I'm avoiding any battles. I'm avoiding any battles that concern those things. I don't like them. Oh my god, they... Oh,
I see a chest
no.
over.
Nope. My body did not like that. I'm freezing up. Oh, my number one weakness in video games. It's always a goddamn spider. Of all the enemies they had to choose, it had to be the spider. Ooh, stay away from me. Why would you people introduce those things?
Now's our chance.
Oh, that creeps me out, and not in a very good way. Oh my god, don't you dare tell me I'm facing another boss that was like from Cold Steel 1. That spider before scared the crap out of me. I keep seeing Joshua and thinking, what the fuck is Reen doing here? I'm sorry if I've insulted anyone who likes him, but I'm sorry. Every time I see the portrait, I'm just like, what? Reen? What you doing here?
Now's our
You know, it's
chance.
funny, I did that too when I first saw him in Cold Steel 4, I believe it was. I saw him, I'm like, what the hell? Reen? And then they showed him and Reen on the same screen. I'm like, wait a minute. Reen multiplied. He became a rabbit. He has multiplied himself.
Joshua, I think something's over.
That's just a stain on the wall, Estelle. What happened to being over them for ages, huh?
This place would give me the jitters if we didn't have them around to lighten the mood.
Estelle and Joshua sitting in a tree.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
C-K-I-N-G. Your ass if you keep that up, Randy.
I love how both Randy and I just had the single brain cell there together for a moment. And the fact that she got like, I will kick your ass if you so much as finish that. Yep, totally my kind of girl, but at the same time, not to be messed with. I do not know which way is progress and which way is not. And the game is, oh, that's progress. I'm going back down then. As always, the best way to get secrets and good equipment is to go the opposite way of what the flippity-doo-dah is you. They're strange looking. Llyods are guardian of the heavens. It brings judgment upon all trespassers with 3 mighty fists. 3? I see 6. Now, this is going back to what I know of Estelle and Joshua. I know that they had a history. Like, what I thought, or what I can recall, is that, of course, Estelle and Joshua both became A-rank bracers, and they did it so at a young age. Now, I don't know anything more than that.
Now's our chance.
I know that they're the pride of the Liberalians, and I also know that that's where, oh no, I think that's Rhymeria? I don't know how you say it. I think they also had something to do with where,
What a bonus!
Prince Oliver met his, fiancée, or wife now, rather.
There!
That thing is huge. Baleful Raider.
Formidable enemy spotted!
I may have just come into a fight that I do not know if I'll be able to win. A general of Gehenna made living due to spirit vein distortions? Oh, that's nice. His chariot, fueled by wrath, leaves mountains of corpses in his wake. I may have just made a severe mistake coming here.
Here I go! They're off guard! There!
I'll take care of it.
Oh.
Good job, team. Let's keep going.
9!
You know something? That guy was easier to kill than I thought. There is so much to keep track in this game that I don't even know where to begin. I thought Cold Steel had a lot to do in their games. This game really takes the cake. I hope there's no trophy that says max out all confidants and their bond links. Cause
What a
holy
bonus.
crap, we would have to have several playthroughs just to have that even remotely come close to happening. At the same time... Oh, they made it back to Mons. Oh, you're a bracer. I'm so glad I made it. Follow me, the wounded are this way. Why do I have a bad feeling? Are we really going to be alright? This is getting a little too crazy. I doubt it. It's only a matter of time before the EDF takes Mons. Uh-oh. Yeah. Maybe we should just surrender now before it gets worse. What can we even do against them? We can do plenty. All this time, the Crossbell Guardian Force and the SSS both have had our backs and protected us. Now's our chance to return the favor. You can't tell me you weren't mad when those guys took over the city. I know I was pissed, so I'm gonna knock them down a peg or two. Wait. Are those crates full of... An awful lot of hidden jewels happening. Oh, I know where I am. This is basically a shortcut. Oh. Oh, it was more than just a shortcut.
And there's our way through.
Great. Let's not waste another second.
We're coming, Commander. Just hold out a little longer.
So this is where I'm presuming we're going to have a major boss fight, right? No, there's still more. Oh, okay, not too much more. And just beyond that door is going to be the final boss of this area. This place was bigger than I thought.